أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
Indeed, we have granted you, O Muhammad, Al-Kawthar. Al-Kawthar means abundant and limitless goodness. It refers not to one blessing, but to countless spiritual blessings, favors and benefits that Allah granted to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This also included the blessing that through his preaching, a worldwide community of believers came into being. This also included the blessing that the Prophet witnessed the success of his mission during his lifetime. This also included the blessing of an everlasting legacy through the Muslim Ummah. Al-Kawthar also refers to two special blessings Allah will grant the Prophet, peace be upon him, in the hereafter: the fountain of Al-Kawthar on the day of resurrection and the river of Al-Kawthar in paradise. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that his Ummah will drink from the fountain and never thirst again. He also described the river of Al-Kawthar as having water whiter than milk, sweeter than honey, and more fragrant than musk.
فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ.
So pray to your Lord and sacrifice to Him alone. This teaches that true gratitude for Allah's blessings is expressed through sincere worship. At a time when people prayed and sacrificed to idols, the Prophet, peace be upon him, was commanded to dedicate both prayer and sacrifice to Allah alone, affirming pure monotheism.
إِنَّ شَانِئَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ.
Indeed, your enemy is the one cut off. The word shani is derived from shan, which means the hatred and spite, because of which a person may start ill-treating another. At another place in the Qur'an, it has been said, "The enmity of any people should not so provoke you as to turn you away from justice." Thus, shani refers to anyone who, blinded by hatred for the Prophet, peace be upon him, made false accusations against him and sought to defame him by taunting and mocking him in every possible way. Abtar is derived from bata, which means to cut off. According to a hadith, every important task is abtar, if begun without the praise of Allah, implying that it is cut off from the root. It has no stability, and it is doomed to failure. A person who fails to achieve their goal is described as abtar, as is the one deprived of all means and resources. A person who is left with no hope of any good and success in life is also abtar. A person who has been cut off from his family, brotherhood, associates, and helpers is also abtar. The word abtar is also used for the man who has no male child or whose male child or children have died, for after him there remains no one to remember him, and he is lost to posterity after death. In almost all these meanings, the disbelieving Quraysh called the Prophet Abtar after the death of his sons, thinking his legacy would end. At this, Allah said, "O Prophet, not you, but your enemies are Abtar." A remarkable prophecy out of the most important prophecies of the Qur'an. The Prophet's name and message endure across the world, while the legacy of his enemies has vanished. Every day, billions of Muslims mention his name with love, follow his example, and send blessings upon him.